Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn Dendrology, today the Western red Cedar, and after we've done it, we're going to do body center training. And if you participate in the body center training, then it's at your own risk. And this is part 2 of the Western red Cedar. Now we're trying to prepare presentations of it, so I'm trying to rehearse and to memorize what is written here now. So, the Western red Cedar, the Latin name is, or the scientific name, Thuja plicata. Thuja plicata. It is not a true cedar, but a kind of cypress found from Alaska to California. Okay, the Western red cedar or Thuja plicata, not a true cedar, but a cypress found from Alaska to California. It grows rapidly in mild, wet western areas up to 30 meters, but slow in dry places, okay? In mild, wet, western areas, I don't know what western areas means. In mild and wet areas, it grows rapidly up to 30 meters, in drier areas slower. It is often grown as a hedge, clipping well, I think it's good to cut, is method, clipping well, and it's a useful forest tree to grow in the shade of old, large woods, giving a light, strong timber. Okay? It is often grown as a hedge, it is good to cut, and it is good plantable in the shade of older, larger trees or forests. Is a useful forest tree to grow in the shade of old, larger woods. And it has a light and strong timber. I think light doesn't mean it is a bright color timber, or does it mean it is light for its weight? Giving a light, strong timber. I think they mean that it's the weight of it is low. And it has been a light and strong timber. Okay? Thuja plicata, Western red cedar. Not a true cypress. Yeah, not a true cedar, but a cypress, California, Alaska, mild, wet. Good grow 30 meters, otherwise slowly. It's grown as a hedge, good to cut, and good growable in the shade of older large woods or forests, and gives it a light and strong timber. The foliage is brighter green and shinier than that of Lawson cypress. It has a brighter and shinier foliage, and briefly yellow at the tips of the foliage, shedding pollen in March. That was, I skipped a line. The foliage is brighter green and shinier than that of Lawson cypress and is strongly fragrant of pineapple. Okay, the foliage, it is shiny and bright green and has a fragrance or scent of pineapple. Male flowers are inconspicuous, I don't know what it means, and briefly yellow at the tips of the foliage. Shedding pollen in March. Okay, the males are shedding pollen in March and are yellow at the tips of the foliage. The cones behind the tips are leathery. Do they mean leathery? So they are leathery. One centimeters long and yellow turning brown. The male flowers, they are at the tip of the foliage yellow, at least for a short time yellow. The cones behind the tips are leathery. 1 centimeters long and yellow turning brown. The cones are 1 centimeters long and are yellow and turn then brown. The bark is dark red brown and falls away in long thin strips or stripes. Stripes, whatever. It has a dark red-brown foliage, I don't understand it. And now there's a variation, the golden-barred Thuja. It is the Thuja plicata, or Zebrina. We're going to call it Zebrina, or the golden-barred Thuja. Has the foliage broadly but variably banded bright yellow. Broadly but variable banded. I don't understand what it means. And can be a splendid golden specimen already 25 meters tall. foliage broadly, but variable banded. I think if we look closer at the picture, the foliage goes a bit more to the sides or broader, but banded, they're somehow together if as each single branch or something. Okay, the information. So we have the Western red cedar. Western red cedar, it is the Thuja plicata. Thuja plicata. It is not a true cedar, it is a cypress. It grows Alaska to California. It grows 30 meters high, good and rapid in wild western climates areas. It grows slower in drier areas. It grows good as a hedge. It is good as a hedge. It is good to cut. It grows good in more dense, more in the shade, just shade. In more dense areas. More, I don't understand. I sound very bad. In the shade of bigger trees in forests, and the mayflowers are yellow at the tips, and they are polling in March. And the cones are 1 centimeter big, yellow, and turning then brown, and they are leathery. And there is variation with Sabrina of a golden barred Thuja. Maybe we skip it. There's also another type of it, the Sabrina of a golden barred Thuja. Golden barred Thuja. And where the foliage is more bared, no, broad. I don't know what bared means. It's more broad, but variable banded. And bright yellow is also, I think, 25 meters high. The foliage is not broad. The foliage itself is shiny green and has a skin of pineapples. I'm going to start the camera and I try to stare it. Western red cedar and over Thuja plicata. The Western red cedar or Thuja plicata. It is not a true cedar, it is a cypress, and it grows from Alaska to California. It grows rapidly up to 30 meters high if it grows in mild and wet western areas, and if it is in more drier areas, then slower. It grows good as a hedge, and it is good to cut, and it can be also grown in shady areas under older trees or older forests, and where it grows when with a light and strong timber. The male flowers are at the tips, and they are yellow, and they are polling in March, and the cones are 1 centimeter big, leathery, and they are yellow and turn them brown. And the foliage that is shiny and bright and has a scent of, or the smell of pineapple. And there's a variation with Sabrina of a golden barred Thuja, and that one grows 25 meters high. And that is according to Alan Mitchell's Trees of Britain and Northern Europe book, page 21. Thuja was it, right? Thuja. Maybe I forgot one or two things, but I'm going to stop the camera. And that was the Dendrology part. If you were here for Dendrology, you can go directly to the next part of Dendrology. If you stay here and participate in the body center training, then it's what the legs are standing hip width apart. We're going a bit down into the knees, and now flex the upper legs and press with the legs together. And now straighten one leg, straighten it completely. Press with the legs together, flex all the muscles, and bend it again. Press together, flex, and straighten the upper leg, flex, press together, and straighten again, press together, flex, into the middle. And now something similar. Legs wider apart, again a bit down. Flex again the legs and press them together. And now straighten one leg. Press still together, flex one leg, press together, flex on, press together, and go into the middle. And straighten the other leg, press together, flex the legs. Into the middle, press together, flex. And also, one time the other way around, press the way outside for legs. And do the next exercise. One leg up, right angle with the leg, flexed foot, even line hips taller with the back, and press from the top against the knee. Have a little bend in the elbow. Now press from the side. And now press with the knee up to the side. Now we have side leg up and press with the knee up and to the side. And we have 2 exercises as well. So press on top. And on the side. And the next exercise. One leg up. And press from the outside. And now slowly. And close again slowly. Other leg up. Press from the outside. And now slowly. And now we're having one exercise on the ground. So first to the plank, side plank, arm on the ground, and you can also have a knee down, hold it a bit. And if you like and can, one leg up. And now to the upper variation, on the long arm if you can. Bring one leg up, arm out, and now put elbow and knee together. And now the same on the other side. First normal side plank. Now if you can, one leg up. And now to the variation, if you can. One to one arm. Leg up. Also and pull elbows and knee together. And that was it. Another walker. Walk a bit on the place. And try to get your legs right apart, breathing that out. And breathe out. Again in. And out. Breathe in and close the legs. Then breathe again out. It was the body center training. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.